So the ZoJacks system is made up of three main components. We have the hub, which is the central communication system for the unit. This communicates with the sensors as well as the shutoff valves. This is what houses our cellular connection to make sure that there's always communication and power within the system. So it communicates via cellular, so that means if the power goes down, a backup battery within here turns on and it can continue to communicate even if the power goes out. The hub communicates with the leak sensors, which have metal probes on the outside, and if any of these probes come in contact with water or a low temperature that's lower than about a fridge temperature, then it will automatically trigger and communicate with the hub, which then turns off the shutoff valves. The shutoff valves are mounted at the water supply lines coming into the unit, and they automatically turn off the water line. These valves, the motor comes off quite simply. This is the motor that turns the ball valve underneath, and this is mounted in line within the unit. And then this comes back on like this when the motor needs to go back on. So the shutoff valve also can manually be turned on and off through the app or through the button right here on the front of the valve. We also use two types of brackets, what we call a splash guard and then a vertical mount. The vertical mount is used in the sensor like this, and it's mounted in the side, and it's mounted this way onto a baseboard or somewhere that's out of the way to make sure that it's secured and mounted to a baseboard in a vertical fashion like that. The splash guard, the leak sensors go inside it and clip in it like this. It has a 2 millimeter rise on the bottom, so that there has to be a minimum 2 millimeters of water to come up to the bottom and trigger the sensor, as well as it'll protect against splashes on the metal probes as well. So this will go underneath kitchen or bathroom sinks to help protect against false positives. So the system is simple. Sensors are placed throughout high-risk locations, so under dishwashers, kitchen sinks, bathrooms, laundry rooms, hot water tanks, and other areas that are at high risk of low temperatures or leak events. They're placed in those locations and they identify when there's an event. Automatic shutoff valves are placed at the unit's water supply lines and automatically turn off the water to that unit if there's an event that happens. So to show you an example, water's flowing in the unit right now, and we'll put some water in this bowl. So if this sensor were to hit water, the water to the unit automatically turns off in roughly 10 seconds. And then within the app, you can turn the unit water back on again.